Well, welcome everybody to a Monorail movie review. I'm Steve, and with me today I have Kim.
Hi.
It's good to have you back, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me. I love talking about the movies.
Yes, and today we are going to talk and review about the movie Toy Story 4.
Spoiler
Uh,
free.
Spoiler free. Yeah, thanks for putting that. I forgot about that. Yeah, spoiler free. So, Kim, you want to start us off?
Sure. This is one that we've known about it for a year, and this is kind of the year that Disney is remaking or bringing back their live actions of all their classic movies. And I had mixed feelings on it. I don't know about you. I was like, oh, we're reopening that storyline. Okay. So I went in with expectations about seeing all my favorite characters again, a little bit high expectations, and I kind of left with the meh feeling.
Yeah.
So yeah, it started out 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's fallen to 97% by opening night, which is this evening.
And actually, this morning, I think it was at a 8.9.
There you go. So it's definitely taken a huge hit. I think a lot of us, if you're a huge fan of the franchise, it's really hard to kind of reopen up the characters after so many years if you said your piece, which is what I did. I said my piece and goodbye. And I think that Pixar is really trying to connect with the next generation. I know my 5-year-old is really excited to see it, and he hasn't seen the full versions of Toy Story 1 through 3. I think that is going to be a huge hit connecting with the next generation. But at what point do you really need it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if the movie is a fun adventure, it's silly, it's got some great comedy. I love the voices that they brought in. Keanu Reeves did a great job,
Mm-hmm.
and it was nice to see him in the Disney family now. But I don't know if it was anything more than just a fun summer movie to see. I don't know. I don't know if they. I want a fifth.
I can't, I mean, actually, I had a hard time imagining four, but
Right.
um, for me, it was everything that I expected, except for maybe towards the end. And I don't know, I just didn't pull my emotions like I thought it would.
Right. I left
So,
with a little bit of disappointment. And you have to stay till the very end. I'm telling all of our listeners, stay till the post in scene
yep.
credits. But it's just I think the next generation, the younger kids are really gonna like it. People who grew up with Toy Story and kind of fell in love with Pixar through Toy Story will be slightly disappointed.
Yeah. And I thought their promotions were really good. I thought they teased everything real well. I love because as you are probably watching this on the slideshow, there are some great promotional pictures that we've got on here of Toy Story 4. So,
And they've been
uh,
promoting it for so long.
yes, yep, they have. What did you think about some of the new characters that they introduced?
I will always say Sporky, but Forky.
I know, I just see, same here.
Yeah, because you look at it and you have to think Sporky. But I like the remake of Bo Peep
Yes,
and kind of her new personality that she takes on. And I think that that's a new trend for a lot of Disney Pixar movies is seeing the bold feminine character come to play.
yeah, she had quite the wardrobe change too, I guess, during that.
Yeah, and they brought her into the parks. And I that did you see the character that's now in Toy Story Land?
Yeah,
It's a little creepy.
yes, I'm
And
glad you said it. It's my first thought.
yeah, I've seen Sophia in the parks and some of the other like Disney Junior characters, so I know that they're not always, a real person. But oh, I don't know, but people looks really creepy.
Yeah, and I know they tested. I heard they really tested, as a face character, as a full, costumed character, and they came up with this. So we'll see what happens. Things can change.
Yeah, I've always liked the Toy Story shorts that come out. I don't know if you've seen some of them throughout the holiday season. They have like the short vignettes.
Oh yeah.
And I've always thought that those were a great addition to like what happens to the characters afterwards. So I never really expected Toy Story 4.
No.
But I think that Disney is really riding the marketing of all the products and Toy Story Land and pushing, just pushing the franchise again.
Right. Where did you see this at? I mean, was it, a full IMAX or anything?
No, just regular.
Just regular. Okay.
Did you see it?
I did see it in 3D. Uh, it's not necessary unless you're a person that just really, really likes 3D like me.
3D movies have a tendency to make me feel nauseous. My husband and
Oh,
I.
okay.
So we don't
Okay.
do 3D, but IMAX would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a big screen like that would. Yeah. What age groups would you recommend for this one?
I think my oldest at 5 is starting right at the cusp for interest. I think below 5 they wouldn't be able to sit through it.
I agree with you on that. There were some parts that kind of drug out a little bit too long, but overall, I think action-wise, what'd you think?
I think that they would have been, you know, I'm going to take my oldest on Sunday, but I think that kids are going to be able to sit through it, and it has enough the punchlines and the jokes that kids and parents are going to be laughing together, and they'll enjoy the action sequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this actually, compared to I don't know what last movie you went and saw was, but in a theater. But for me, it was Endgame.
Yeah.
This was nothing.
Yeah, that was in game for me too. I missed Aladdin sadly, so I'm gonna have to catch
Yeah.
Aladdin some other time.
Yep.
And I've
Same here.
heard Aladdin was great.
Yeah, I've heard the same. We'll have to do that one together maybe sometime.
But I feel like the first three movies had more imagination behind them and were skillfully put together a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. Do you think that John Lasseter leaving may have had anything to do with it?
Exactly, it could have been.
Yep.
And that was he did the announcement at D23. So he was
Yep.
definitely, in the very beginning a part of it and then he left. But they still kept the same animation style, which is nice.
Well, I don't know if we'll see a five or not. Have to wait and see. So, as a wrap up, overall, what would you give this a rating on a 1 to 5 scale?
An 8, maybe
Okay, a
a
1 to 10.
7. Yeah, 1 to 10. I'm sorry. I'm always 1 to 10. What about you?
I'll probably go a 7, 7.5.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite, which then it kind of, so we have Lion King coming up next,
Yep.
and I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen some stuff that I think I'm pumped. I'm
You're
ready for it.
And
Yep.
it does fall coincide with the anniversary of the Lion King. I thought for sure that they would have the red carpet at Animal Kingdom, but we'll have to see how it all goes.
Yep. All right. Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And we'll see y'all at the movies. Bye bye.